Hello everyone and welcome back to the Hobbit All Quests speedrun tutorial. In this part I'm going to be teaching you how to do the level Flies and Spiders, which this level has a pretty interesting route. There's a lot of randomness to it, because there are going to be points where you're going to wonder why are we going this way instead of this way, and I'll try to explain it all to the best of my ability. The first thing we're going to do is head straight forward instead of boosting it at the back of the level. You can open this chest if you want to. There's just a antidote potion in it, an antidote potion and a few coins. I took a bit of damage there, but that's fine. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over this way and long jump up this wall to get out of bounds. It's possible to miss that jump, and it's kind of easy. If you do miss the jump, don't go that way, but just kind of line yourself up like this and long jump up the wall. Which I can't get the jump at all, but, hello? Also, this plant keeps shooting at me, but whatever. Yeah, like that. But the way the jump should normally look, and it shouldn't be terribly hard of a jump, you should line yourself up like this and just long jump up the wall like that to get out of bounds. Not too hard. And now we're just going to head along this way. Head to the left of this large river, although if you fall in, it's not too big of a deal because this water isn't real. But it is kind of annoying to get back up. So, yeah, anyway, whatever. Head over here, and this is the area we're going to be in next, except it's going to be loaded. Right now it's completely unloaded, and there are two ways to get up here. The way that some people find easier is to just kind of go up and long jump against this wall. The way I find easier is to line yourself up kind of like this between these two plants facing this way and do a slope boost. Now the way I do slope boosts is slightly different than the way some people do slope boosts. Specifically the way I do this slope boost, I'm going to run up to it, and just before I hit it I'm going to slide my thumb across the jump and attack keys, which will give me an instant boost. Which is a very, very quick boost. There are like 2 frames between you attacking and you jumping. Now we're going to head this way. This area over here might be loaded or it might not be. Either way, just kind of jump, fall into here, and head through the tunnel to get this area loaded. You can grab the training scroll if you want. But anyway, now head through here, and you're probably wondering why we took that way to get over here instead of the normal route, like passing through Corwin's camp and everything. And I'll explain the reason to that in a second, but just head through here like you would in any percent. And I'm going to go ahead and open that chest right now. That chest you need to open at some point. So anyway, we're going to be long jumping up this wall like this. And as you can see, there's actually no ceiling here like there would normally be. So that's the reason we took that alternate route, was because it unloads the ceiling here, so we can kind of just long jump and jump attack right into Corwin's, or the spider's cave, which if you get long jump glitch, you can't really make it very easily. And I got long jump glitch that time, so let's try again. I got long jump glitch twice in a row. This never happens. You know what, let me try it without any camera strats. I bet without any camera strats will somehow... Yeah, okay. Seems like no camera is most consistent for that, but just grab that little ring that's there and head through here, back again. Head along here, and don't fall into this slime because you'll fall all the way back down. Just long jump out of here. Head along this way. You can break that if you want to get that mushroom. Don't you dare kill me. Thank you. Anyway, now just head up this way after you've cut that web. There's a mushroom right there. And we're going to talk to Corwin. Talking to him will actually trigger 2 cutscenes. The normal talking to him cutscene, and then the cutscene that should have triggered earlier. So go ahead and skip both of those. And then put the can of oil in the fireplace. You need to make sure to talk to Corwin before putting the oil in, because otherwise you can't do one of the quests. So, now climb up to here. I like to put my ring on here because there are spiders, but There's a health potion in that chest if you want to open that. Now just climb up here. Head up through here. Cut that web. And now instead of crossing across there, we're actually going to long jump down to the right. And head this way. And this is the camp we were just in. Things are more properly loaded now, so we can take the correct route, kind of. So long jump up this wall. And in order to load that area over there, because you can see there's a lot of stuff unloaded over there, we're going to be walking right next to this tunnel and watching over there for when it loads, which you can see it just loaded. So now head over this way. Since it's loaded, we can successfully do this. Once you get to about here, instead of keeping on going to the left, we're going to turn to the right and jump up here onto this area. You might get caught in that wall like I just did, but I got out just fine, so whatever. Head along here, and you're going to want to jump, land on this gate, which I didn't land on the correct part, but I'm fine still. You want to land kind of up here, and then just cross across here. You can kind of walk on this black part. It's not terribly hard. Now just long jump, land down here. And we're going to be loading this area way over here by just kind of sneaking around to this little corner. It's kind of hard to see this corner, but here. Yeah, this corner right here. Anyway, you can see I loaded that area, so I'm going to head along here now. Just drop down right about here. Take out your sword. And if I were you, I would save so you don't die on the climb up, because we're going to be climbing all the way up here. So, yeah, just go ahead and climb up. Which you can see I fell, I almost died, and I'm very, very low on health now, so, I'm going to go ahead and grab those. Yeah, if you're low on health, I'd highly recommend grabbing, like, those mushrooms or something, especially because there are a lot of them, so you should be able to fill up right there. There's also a mushroom right here. I don't need more. Just keep climbing. And climb up this rope. Now when you get to the top here, do not jump and try to grab the ledge, because this ledge up here is not grabbable. You cannot grab it. You will fall and you will die. So climb up all the way. Now you're going to want to fall down here. Just slide down this tunnel. And the next part is going to be kind of annoying, because we're going to be doing an old trick known as the boss skip slope boost. And also, you're going to want to make sure you have semi-full health at this point. So, as full health as you can. So, whatever you need to do, grab some of those mushrooms, take a health potion, whatever. There are mushrooms right over here if you need them. I grabbed some myself. But anyway, I'm going to be lining up kind of like this and doing a boost. And once again, I do that, press A and then instantly press B, like slide boost. So, it gets me up kind of faster. Now, if you're low on health here, this boost can actually kill you. So you want to make sure you have fairly high health. If you land right here, you shouldn't take any damage. So just kind of jump and run over here. It's kind of annoying to try to get over here, and that boost is kind of annoying by itself. But just head up here now. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be setting a clip warp above an end trigger, and then holding that clip warp for the remainder of the level. So the end trigger is about right here. What I do is I find this corner and I head slightly to the right of it, so about right here, because otherwise when you fall later, you'll fall right into the tunnel. So I'd set it to about like right here so you don't fall into the tunnel. And then what I do is I jump so I'm not setting another clip warp by continuously running, and fall. And make sure to do a jump attack when you fall, because otherwise you will die. Now, it's very possible that you have super low health now, so take a health potion if you need one, because you're not going to want to die in here. there are giant spiders running around everywhere. As you can see, I'm trying to hold a clipboard while climbing. So the way I do this is you have to climb up, well, I guess there's not necessarily an order that you have to climb up, but I always climb up the right one first. And I'll explain the reasoning for that in a minute. If you climb up the right one first, you can actually head directly from the right side over to here. To over here. I'm going to put on my rings so these guys don't kill me when I'm over here. Now I'm just going to slide down here. And we've already covered the right and left. It doesn't really matter what order you do them in, as long as you get the middle one last. So we're going to climb up this one last, and I'm still holding a clipboard, obviously. So go ahead and trigger that. Do not let these guys kill you. But put on your ring before you start clipping into this so that the spiders don't try to kill you while you're clipping. The spiders will just kind of sit there. They won't even be able to notice that you're there. So go ahead and clip into the ledge. Come on, clip, please. Once you pop through like that, then you're on the other side. So climb up and start jumping, which I cannot see myself because camera is stupid. So angle your camera so you can actually see yourself. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to aim for about here. And I'm going to long jump off and immediately hold the joystick all the way to the left. So just push the joystick to the left. And if you do this right, you should be able to hit an end trigger. I didn't actually hit the end trigger that time, but I hit it that time. So if you don't hit it when pushing all the way to the left, then try not pushing at all, and you should be able to make it just fine. Now, the spider boss cutscene actually played out at the end of that, so I'm hoping the game doesn't crash. But you're going to want to skip that cutscene so that that doesn't happen. The game can sometimes soft lock if you trigger the spider boss cutscene. So anyway, you're just going to want to exit now. So anyway, I'll come back for the next part later on. So I'll see you guys then.